Here is a quick video to show how to use the Brieftons Safe Mandoline Slicer. What can it do? The Mandoline Slicer is equipped with 5 removable blade inserts to make slices, fries, chips, dice, and juliennes from your vegetables and fruits. Components. Let's get familiarized with the various components of your Mandoline Slicer. Handle. Feeder, the feeding chute for vegetables. Pusher, to push vegetables into the feeder. Front cover lock. Blade slot. Foldable stand. 5 removable blades. 3 slicer blades, 1 julienne blade, and 1 French fry blade. Blade storage caddy. Catch container to catch the cut vegetables. Cleaning brush to safely clean the sharp blade. Blades. The 5 removable blade inserts are thin slicer blade to make 1.5 millimeter thick slices. Medium slicer blade to make 2.5 millimeter thick slices. Thick slicer blade to make 3.9 millimeter thick slices. Julienne blade to make 3 millimeter wide and 3 millimeter high juliennes. French fry blade to make 9 millimeter wide and 6 millimeter high fries or chips. You can see the blade side printed on the stainless steel blades. How to get the Mandoline Slicer ready for use. Pull out the stand all the way until it locks into position, and place the Mandoline Slicer on a flat, stable surface. Push down on the front cover's lock to unlock the front cover, and lift it open all the way. Then insert your desired blade insert into the blade slot. Lower the front cover until it is just above the 2 supporting arms. Then slide the feeder into its position on the front cover until you hear a click. Close the front cover by pushing it down until it is locked by the front cover's lock. The feeder should now be secured and held in place by the front cover and the 2 supporting arms as shown. Place the catch container at the bottom of the Mandoline Slicer and insert your vegetables or fruit into the feeder. Place the pusher on top of the vegetable and push the vegetable into the feeder. At the same time, use the other hand to push the handle backwards to cut the vegetable or fruit. The result should come out at the back of the Mandoline Slicer and fall into the catch container. Enjoy your freshly cut vegetables or fruit. Note: larger food should be cut first into halves or quarters before being cut with the Mandoline Slicer. How to cut foods into different patterns. The Mandoline Slicer can perform 4 cutting functions as follows. Cutting food into slices. Pick one of the 3 slicer blades, 1.5 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter, or 3.9 millimeters, and insert it into the Mandoline Slicer. Put the food into the feeder. Use the pusher to push the food into the feeder, and push the handle simultaneously to start slicing the food. Slices will come out from the other end and fall into the catch container. Cutting food into juliennes. Insert the julienne blade, 3.3 millimeters, into the Mandoline Slicer. Put the food into the feeder. Use the pusher to push the food into the feeder, and push the handle simultaneously to cut the food into julienne. Cutting food into strips, chips, or fries. Insert the French fry blade, 6 by 9 millimeters, into the Mandoline Slicer. Put the food into the feeder. Use the pusher to push the food into the feeder and push the handle simultaneously to cut the food into strips, chips, or fries. Cutting food into dice. Cut the food lengthwise into slices. Place the slices lengthwise into the feeder. Insert either the julienne blade, 3 by 3 millimeters, or the French fry blade, 6 by 9 millimeters, into the Mandoline Slicer. For smaller dice, use the julienne blade. For a bigger dice, use the French fry blade. Use the pusher to push the food into the feeder and push the handle simultaneously to cut the food into dice. Note: if the vegetable is too wide to fit into the feeder, trim it to fit. Suggested fruits and vegetables. The Mandoline Slicer works best with firm vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, onions, garlic, potatoes, turnips, rutabagas, zucchini, large radishes, squash, beetroots, capsicums, apples, pears, among others. Experiment and have fun. How to store. Store the blades in the blade storage caddy. Store the pusher inside the feeder. Store the cleaning brush in the catch container. The stand can also be folded to save space. How to clean. It is best to clean the Mandoline Slicer immediately after use. All parts of the Mandoline Slicer are to be hand washed only, under running tap water. Do not wash the product in the dishwasher, as high temperatures in the dishwasher might warp some parts of the product. Use the provided plastic cleaning brush to remove debris in between the blade teeth. Open the front cover to access the blade insert for easy cleaning. Use baking soda to remove stains if there are any. Type of dishes that can be made. You can use the chopper to quickly make consistent and uniform dices from your favorite vegetables or fruits for salads, stir-fries, soups, crudités, ragout, stews, desserts, and more. Experiment with what it can do. A number of recipe ideas are included in the bonus Brieftons recipe ebooks that you get with your purchase. Cautions. This product contains very sharp blades. Exercise care when operating and washing it to avoid injuries. Not for use by children. Wash before first use. Do not heat or microwave the device. Thanks for watching and enjoy your Brieftons Safe Mandoline Slicer.